same. Swipe that page, get in the mood. Comic-Con energy, we're bringing the food. Fan culture rise and fandoms unite. Welcome to our party, it's gonna be tight.
You're watching Kicking It with Onrie, the live shopping show. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Kicking It with Onrie, the live shopping show. I'm your host, Onrie Kompen. We got a full room building out already. This is fantastic. Thank you guys all for being here. I really appreciate it. We got a great show for you guys tonight. We are coming back with new stuff. So Tuesday's show on the experience is a little slow. We didn't sell a lot of stuff, but after hours, a couple of you guys reached out to me and picked up a bunch of stuff, which totally turned the tides around. So I went to Pete's today. Pete is my local comic shop, North Shore Comics, and he recently just picked up a new collection from a swap meet he was at last week. And I didn't really have a lot of time to dig through it on Tuesday, so I kind of came back today, not only to do the transaction, because one of the people who made offline claims actually met up with me at Pete's. So, you know, it was a quick handoff and everything, but gave me a chance to really dig in and take a look at what was in there. And I also went over to Dreamland Comics yesterday, because I went and picked up all my new releases for the week. It was a tough week for a couple of shops because they didn't receive their packages or their shipments from Lunar. So I had to go to a couple shops to pick up everything. But I got all the new comics. I've read all the new comics. I spent last night and today reading all the new stuff that dropped out. And this was a bountiful week for new releases. Amazing Spider-Man, this latest issue is phenomenal. The latest, the artist who's on the book right now is totally crushing it. Story's getting interesting too, so this is good. Absolute Batman was awesome. I also really liked the latest issue of Terminator from Dynamite. That was really cool. Kind of like a sort of a origin story for John Connor. It was really good. And let's see, what else did I read that I really enjoyed? Aside from that, Imperial was good. The third issue of Imperial was awesome. Absolute Flash was really, really good. And then I'm trying to think what else I read this week. Oh, Detective Comics 1100. That was a great issue. Oh my gosh, did I love that. And Batman and Robin Year One. It's a 12-issue series that launched last October. And I was very intent on not buying it until Ross Ritchie of Boom Studios posted something about Chris Samnee's artwork and, you know, how well him and Mark Waid work together and telling story. And so I decided to pick it up, and I've been reading it ever since. So now they just dropped issue 10, so they're 2 issues away from completing the whole thing, and that's been a wild ride. I was actually surprised too. I really liked this week's issue of Wonder Woman. Tom King, it's been kind of like a roller coaster. It started really strong for me, and I've never really been an ongoing Wonder Woman reader, but now I've been reading it for the last 24 issues, and it's really kind of picking up some steam. I really like the whole Mouse Man thing, so that's been good. Wolverine's been pretty good too. Honestly, I don't think there was one comic that came out this week that I didn't like. Oh, and Venom, Black, White, and Red Blood. That was good too. Just everything has been wonderful. We're in a good place right now as comic fans, and comic shops are stocking us up with some really cool stuff. So let's showcase it. All right, as always, spend $25 with me. You're gonna get to spin the wheel by the end of the show. You're gonna win something no matter what. Mike, what's up? Katrina, what's up? Spend $50 with me, and as long as you're located within the United States of America, I will take care of shipping for you. All right, Chris Steisel's in the house too. We all know it's going to be a good show if my lawyer's in the house. If we got Chris Steisel here, legally we're in good shape. All right, so the first book I have tonight is He-Man and the Masters of the Multiverse, number 1 of 6. And it has the Lee In-hyuk cover, and this is what remained from the promo books from Tuesday's show, and I'm doing this for just $3. I'm keeping things real easy and cheap tonight. There were some books that I picked up from Pete's and from Dreamland that I was like, I could probably sell these for a lot more, but I'm just going to keep the prices low on them because, I want to make this fun for everybody. Next book we have here is Daredevil number 15. This is the first appearance of Father Jordan. This is part of Charles Soule's run. And we have this issue here going for just $3. I had a price tag of $8. I'm coming down to $3. Why am I doing that? Again, I just want to make this easy for everybody. And it's a perfect jump on point. All the promo books from Tuesday's show are all, like books you can just jump on. We have Thanos Rising number 1 by Jason Aaron and Simone Bianchi. And I'm doing this for $3 as well. Again, not going crazy on the prices here, keeping it nice and cost effective. And then I have Harley Quinn number 1. We got a Francis Manipal variant here, black and white variant, and this is going to go for $3. So something I want to let you guys know that I did today, just now, as a matter of fact. I was actually thinking about, while I was at Fan Expo Chicago, I was like, when I was at Fan Expo, I decided to start the show by finishing out my John Byrne Fantastic Four run. And so I went to a couple dealers and I found really good prices on all the books, and I was able to just plug in the gaps. And that was the first thing I did before the show floor even opened. I completed my John Byrne Fantastic Four run, which took me 2 years to do. And then I started kind of making some plugs for my Jonathan Hickman run. So I was like picking up some stuff from there. And I realized as I came back to my booth and I'm looking at my backpack, I'm like, this backpack, though it served me well, is not really like well suited for comic book storage. And I saw Fabrice, he's got this really big backpack. Like his backpack is like, that's a serious heavy duty backpack. And I was like, I remember a couple years ago, someone was talking about this new comic book backpack that Jim Lee designed and put out there for artists and comic collectors and things like that. And so it's pretty expensive. It was $100, but I found one online for on eBay for like $95. And best part is it's all black. So I can put like, if I want to, I could put like some embroidery on it or something like that. I can customize it if I want to, which I kind of do. As much as I'm a comics fan, I don't like to like go around, parading it. I'm mostly like just promoting my stuff. So I always wear a Yusu Chin or Warline shirt, but I have thousands of them. So I'm always just kind of swapping them out. But I'm always about, pushing my brand, So I picked up the bag just now, and I'm really excited about it. So I got it for like $95 on eBay. So it's a pretty good deal, and hopefully I'll have it in time for Dragon Con, because and this is gonna be better for everybody, right? Because if I buy comics or that I'm gonna be showcasing on the shows, or if I'm transferring stuff to you guys at a show, this makes it a lot easier for me to bring it along. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to have to totally bedazzle it. What's up, Roberto? How you doing, dude? And by the way, everybody, I just want to point something out. As you guys know, Roberto is a reseller just like me. And we had an accident occur when I purchased a bunch of books from him last. He shipped it out and accidentally went into a different pile. And so it was supposed to go through UPS, but it ended up in the USPS. And so we were tracking it for weeks, and Roberto decided, okay, it looks like this is lost. I'm just going to refund you your money, Onrie. Everything's all good. Lo and behold, the package arrived yesterday, and I was really happy about it because there were some books in there that I was going to have to go out and buy again, and I didn't know where I would find them. And, I'm really glad that everything arrived. But it just goes to show the kind of service that you get when you shop with Roberto. So if you guys are ever looking for dollar comics, I know Roberto's building out a really massive website right now, and he's got this whole infrastructure for documenting all the comics that he has in his collection, and he does a really good job of curation and keeping everything organized. So I have a lot of respect for this guy. He's a very good friend, and you guys always know he's here hanging out with us. But if you guys ever have a chance when Roberto's got that site built up, he'll share it with us. Maybe we'll have him on the show to talk a little bit about the kind of stuff he's doing and all that. But that just letting you guys know that's service. All right. Yeah, Onrie won't change your shirt until I saw it at the next con. I did say hi to you. That was the first thing I did. Tori, look, one of the first comments I said here. Hi, Tori. Do you see it? Right there. You said hi to me at 8:52. 9:01. I said hi, Tori. There we go. Specifically to you. Yeah, that's awesome, Roberto. Please do, man. We have lots of great conversations, and I value all of that very much. Travis Gibb in the house. I have been to Florida twice this year. No, you're okay, dude. You've had a lot going on. You got so much going on. So everybody, Travis Gibb is in the house. He's a independent comics creator just like me. He's based in the Florida region. His book Coins of Judas just got nominated for a Ringo Award. And Travis, all of us wish you the best of luck. We hope you can bring home the Ringo this year. And Travis is one of my main inspirations for like going out and buying and reading comics. I remember at one point he made a post that he was reading like 4 comics a day, and I think now he's probably reading like a lot more than that. But I think it's a conscious effort to actually sit down and read comics. And there's so many professionals out in the business, whether it's creators just like us or retailers, who don't actually take the time to read comics that are coming out because they get bogged down by all the work. And if we forget to do this very important thing, we lose sight of why this medium is so important. We have to immerse ourselves in the storytelling in whatever capacity we can do it. And I really appreciate Travis for being that role model for me and being like, hey, I read 4 comics a day, and that got me to start reading 4 comics a day. He's also made me a big Jonathan Hickman fan. I used to not like Jonathan Hickman's writing at all, and now here I am like hunting down literally every single issue of Fantastic Four he's written, reading Imperial, which has been great. Aliens vs. Avengers, his Ultimate Spider-Man run has been great. Ultimate Invasion. So you guys know I don't shut up about Hickman on this show either. And you can thank Travis for that. All right. So I have Uncanny X-Men number 283. This is the second appearance of Bishop. And this is going to go for, I'm just going to do it for $5 today. I mean, this was selling for like $15 before, but I'm going to do it for $5. And Travis, I'm hoping to come back next year to Florida. I'll definitely be back in Tampa if I can get into the show. Hopefully, because I got some books that are that Mike Storm is hanging on to for me out there. So I definitely want to make it back out there. But I'm working real hard to get into MegaCon. So we'll see what happens there. Hopefully, I can get into MegaCon again. Travis and I were in the same aisle a couple years ago in 2024. In MegaCon. That was a lot of fun. We had dinner together and hung out with a bunch of cool creators, and that was a good time. And we were talking comics. All right. Next book I got here is Watchmen number 3 of 12. So this is Watchmen number 3. It's going to go for $5 today. That's awesome. You know what I'm really looking forward to with Ninja Turtles is the Shredder series that's coming out next week. That is definitely on my pull list. I'm really excited about Shredder getting his own series. And seriously, if you want me to buy a comic, just make the main character the bad guy, and I will buy the book. I am such a sucker for like bad guy comics. If you put Dr. Doom on the cover of a comic and call it Doom, I'm buying it. If it's Magneto, whatever, Joker, you take my money. I love when the villains are the center point of the story. All right, I have Strange number 1. This is an Art Germ variant here. And this is a really cool issue because it's the first time we're seeing Clea Strange, who's Doctor Strange's wife, take on the role of Sorceress Supreme. And what's his face? Dr. Doom shows up in here. He's actually trying to take that role away from her, and he doesn't get it. He eventually does get it. Right now, he is the Sorcerer Supreme after Blood Hunt, but prior to that, he did not. He could not get it from her. He definitely would not be able to get it from Clea Strange. It's a really good issue. This is going to go for $5 today. I keep feeling like I hear Benton, but I don't. I think he's upstairs. Yeah, it's Fantastic Four is gold. Tori, I read a lot of it. So I remember reading up until they got to the FF series because like it was. So I remember I was reading it normally, regularly from like issue 570 up to 600, and then it ended, and then they launched Future Foundation, and I dropped off Future Foundation at some point. I think like by issues 2 or 3. I was kind of in this phase where I was working on, kind of getting my foot in the door with, and I don't know, I never got my foot in the door. I just had to create a door and stick my foot through it. In the business, I was kind of like my early years of going to comic conventions and everything like that. And there came up this point where I was really angry because I couldn't get in with these big companies, but I was never really making the effort to go and work there because I was so focused on what I was doing. And I guess I wanted more, I was expecting more out of what I was putting out there. And so I kind of boycotted comics. I'm like, I'm not going to read comics anymore. I'm only going to read back issues that are good. And so I was really kind of like focusing on graphic novels and like older issues. I wasn't really like reading new books as they were coming out. So that was the point when I kind of just stopped picking up everything. And now I really want to go back and reread all of that stuff because now those are back issues. And it's all really good stuff. I remember a lot of that was great. The Council of Reeds was awesome. And, what they did with Johnny Storm, I remember that. So I'm looking forward to it. And I think the interesting thing about Hickman's run, from what I remember, is it kind of explored Reed Richards' autism a little bit more, because he was just, the way he was explaining moral dilemmas in a very mathematical way, I found that to be interesting. I find all the characters to be fascinating. Just got Uncle Jack off the phone. He said hi and asked if you like the salsa. I love Uncle Jack's Hunka Chunka salsa. It is my favorite. What's up, Eddie? How you doing, dude? Travis, you got a Kickstarter going on right now too? I know that you got some stuff going on because you had Fabrice on for the creator hangout last week. If you want to drop the link to your campaign, feel free to do so, dude. You do so much for all of us creators by having us on your creator hangout. So like, this is the least I can do is be like, hey, drop your link in here and tell us about your campaign. All right, next book I have here is Amazing Spider-Man 574. This is actually a key book, and it's a key book because this is where Flash Thompson gets injured out on the front lines of war and loses his legs and eventually becomes Agent Venom. So this is kind of like the starting point here, and it's going to go for $5. Yeah, I don't like the rules. It's nice. I have to say, Eddie, it's really nice being on my channel and being able to say what I want to say and to, talk about the things I want to talk about. If I feel like selling comics, I can sell comics. If I feel like, bullshitting, I can bullshit, So. Okay, so Travis's campaign is in late pledges now. Well, that's good. You can still support the creator this way, so that's fantastic. Oh, yes, I can sign stuff for you real quick. Come and say hi to everybody. Oh. My teenager. Hi. Look how tall he got. It's really okay. Your head is covering here. How tall he got. Like a big stick of broccoli. What else do I need to sign here? Yeah, right there. It's the 21st today, right? Yeah. Yeah, everything? Mm-hmm. Yep. There you go. Thanks, Robin. Here. Oh, yeah. Good night. Good night. I got Phoenix Resurrection #1 going for, we'll do this for $3. It's a cool lenticular cover here, but we'll just do this for $3. Why the heck not? $3. It's yours. Books of Doom #5-6. Now this one I got to ask for a little bit of a heftier price. This is a 6-issue series written by Ed Brubaker and illustrated by Raimondi. I haven't read this yet, but I recently collected the entire thing. I'm really looking forward to reading it. Here's some of the artwork inside. What's up, David Moore? How you doing? So how can you not buy a book called Books of Doom? I don't know. But here it is, Books of Doom. I have issue 5 of 6, and I'm going to do it today for $10. And I bought this so that I could get some other issues plugged in from that run. So about a year ago, I picked up issue 1 thinking it was a one shot, and then I found out it was a 6-issue miniseries. And I'm like, and then I was doing some bin diving, and I found some of the other issues, which is great. And then the 3 issues that I was missing were being sold as a lot, and issue 5, which I already had a copy of, was part of it. So I was like, all right, I'll just buy that lot and then resell the number 5. So in order to not lose money on that number 5, I have to sell it for $10, which is actually which is the real value of the book. Look this up online. This is a very fair value. If you want to send me an offer on this because you really want this, let me know, and I'll work with you on it, because I'd rather it find a home than sit here and me pitch it 3,000 more times. So if you really want to collect books of doom, this could be your starting point. Price right now is 10, but I will work with you if you want to throw me another offer. If it's realistic, I'll accept it. And if not, I'll meet you halfway. Worst I can do is say no. So we got Dave Moore in the house. Oh, wow. David Moore mailed something to me. That's awesome. Yes, we do need to have the David Moore video. We're doing it now. Here we go.
David Moore!
I want to take this fucking book and I want it the fuck out of here. I don't fucking want this book anymore. It's fucking $10. How was that, Ed? Was that good? Was that a good pitch? You guys like that? Was there more energy in that than me just like pussyfooting around everything? All right, here we go. All right, I have New Mutants. You guys weren't expecting that, were you? I have New Mutants #1 by Bill Sienkiewicz and Bob McLeod. We are doing the first issue here. I'm doing it for, I had it priced originally at $10. I'll do it for $8. Thank you, Eddie. I appreciate it. You don't have to, mince our words tonight. I did have someone once reach out to me a long time ago. My buddy decided to bust out his Playboy collection and sell them on a live sale. And we were selling them together. And this guy who was on CBSN, who didn't shop with me ever, messaged me after hours and was complaining to me about how inappropriate the show was. And I was like, this guy never buys anything from me. I was broadcasting on my channel and not on CBSN. And he can honestly just go fuck himself. So I just blocked him. But and I wouldn't do that to anybody, but if you're thinking about messaging me and being offended, just remember you're on my channel right now. This is my fucking channel, and I'll say whatever the fuck I fucking want. All right? There we go. Fuck! All right. Here we go. Oh, we got Zach in the house. That's great. Oh, okay. 3045 MacArthur Boulevard is no longer that was my warehouse space, so I'm not using that space anymore. But my dad is still working over there, so I'll let him know that you sent me a package, and he'll get it over. He'll get it over to me. So I used to have warehouse space at my dad's warehouse, but my dad recently sold his company, so he's working there until next year, and then he's retiring, which I'm really happy for him. And but right now he's still working there, so I can give him the heads up that we're expecting a package from David Moore. Like, Dad, if you get a package from David Moore, don't fucking lose it. Okay, Dad? Don't fucking forget about it. I'm going to drop as many F-bombs as I can tonight on this show, okay? Let's do it. All right, I have Batman Who Laughs #1. Batman Who Laughs #1. I'm going to do this for, I had it at 30. I'll do it for 20 today. I'm going to take a third off the price of this one. And then I have America #1. This is the Coast to Coast Comic Con variant. Was priced at $125 back in the heyday. back before Sam Raimi fucked up Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Fuck! And then that drove the price of this book down all the way to just $10. But in order to move this book, I'm going to drop the price down even further to just $5. You're super offended. I'm sorry, Katrina. I don't want to like superbly offend you in this scenario right now. Comic Protection Services. Eddie, we need to have you come out for Grand Rapids Comic Con. I don't care what has to happen, but Katrina and I will shake the earth and rotate it like Superman did in the first movie to get you on the floor of that show. Okay? You will have handicap access. We will find a way to get you an exhibitor badge so that you can come on the floor. We will figure something out. All right, I have G.I. Joe number 30. I had it priced at $8. I'll do it for $5. It's time to move it. It's time to get it the fuck out of here. Fuck! All right, there we go. So I got some new stuff here. Is making you jump? Okay, sorry. I like to make people jump, Tori. I'm sorry. No more jumping. Just sit down. Shh. Shh. Shut the fuck up, okay? Everything's gonna be okay. Just shh. We're good. Everything's good. Shh. No more yelling. Yes, totally. Katrina, you and I are gonna rock it at Grand Rapids this year. I'm really excited about it. We're gonna get an Ed exhibitor badge for sure. Okay, so this is new stuff I picked up from Pete. Pete had a lot of runs in this collection here, which is really cool. Yeah, no fun, please. Shut the fuck up. There's not going to be any fucking fun on this fucking show, okay? Just shh. No, shh. Just be quiet. Shh. That's it. Buenos noches. What's up, dude? How you doing? Good to see you, Pablo. Okay, so I have Somerset Homes by Bruce Jones, who's one of my favorite writers. And man, is the artwork in here sensational. Somerset Homes by Bruce Jones and Brent Anderson. This is awesome. This is the kind of stuff I love. It's got like this murkiness to it, but at the same time, lots of color, really detailed artwork. This is some good stuff here. And I have the whole series. So this is number 1. Here's number 2. Hey, turn around, lady. Let's see what you're packing. Number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. So we have the whole 6-issue series here. And this is going to go for, we'll do it for $12 today. So $12 on Somerset Homes. That means you're getting each book for $2 a pop. She's got titties, man. She's got the big titties. Oh, damn it. I dropped every single book just now. That means we're going to have to do an Onrie markup. What happens? She's got the titties. Emerson titties. Oh man. So if anyone wants the Emerson deal, I damaged these titties, man. These titties came damaged, man. Onrie's scratch and dent markup. All right, so we're gonna do Somerset Homes for $12 right now. It's okay. They didn't take a nasty spill. It was kind of like just a crappy spill, but they're okay. Books are fine. I swear. For $12, you really can't go wrong. All right, fine. You twisted my arm. You twisted my nipples. I'll do it for $10. Okay, $10. You get the whole thing. All right, I have Black Dragon, which is a cool fantasy series written by Chris Claremont, and it's a 6-issue series. We have the whole thing here. It's by Chris Claremont and John Bolton. I've heard very good things about this. I actually have it in my collection. I hope to read it at some point. I'm going to do all 6 issues of The Black Dragon for just $12. One of these days I'll read it and I'll give you guys a review of what I think about it. And then I have Spectacular Spider-Men, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, and number 9. So you got a new villain introduction here. So this Knave, this is the first appearance of that character. And this is from my personal collection. I'm just looking to get rid of these fucking books here. So this is the shut the fuck up deal. Shut the fuck up and take it deal. All right, we got 1 going for 5, 2 is 4. So all these are 4. So that's 8, 4 plus 5. I think I had a price of $40 on this. But I will take a best offer. So $40 OBO on this. If you want Spectacular Spider-Man 1 through 9, give me your best offer. More Gracism. You want some Gracism, guys? Okay. Shut the fuck up and buy these books. Okay. That's how you're going to get the most gracious version of Onrie that there is. I'll get so freaking gracious, you have no idea. It'll get real bad once I get real gracious. Too much math. All right. Speaking of math, let's bring the prices down, shall we? I'm going to bust out the $2 comics that I have in the collection. This is all new stuff that I just picked up. You guys ready for this? Shut the fuck up and pay attention, okay? We're going to start doing this. I have The Curse of Dreadwolf number 1 going for $2. Tiger Woman. There's Tiger Woman right here. Look at that. How the heck does she get around? She's got like some really furry, crotchy thing covering up her region over here. It's like a knife holder. It's a metaphor for something. This is going to go for $2. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Uncle Scrooge number 251 is going to go for $2. Witch Hunter number 1 is $2. Karate Kid number 5 is $2. If I don't stop Commander Blood today, he'll become the man who destroyed the future. Kicks him right in the frickin' face. $2. Sergeant Rock number 338 is $2. Here's a really fun one. An issue of the Joker. This is issue number 3, but it's been ripped apart. It's really been loved. Someone really loved this book. I mean, they like literally threw it against the wall. They beat their children with this book. They've done all kinds of stuff to it. That's why it's only going for $2. But a really nice copy of this book is going for a lot more. World's Finest 231 is $2. Green Lantern 198, 50 giant size spectacular. We got Guy Gardner and Hal Jordan on the cover, $2. They just beat the book really badly, Eddie. They beat their children with that book. I don't want to use the dreaded R word. They actually, man, I'm going to have to use the R word too. They read this book multiple times. That's the dreaded R word I didn't want to use. Uncle Jack Uncle Jack like ripped off the edge of the book and was like, "Oh, look, a page number or an issue number. I'm gonna just tear this off here. I need this to finish making some more homemade tapioca." So this is from Uncle Jack's collection here. Apparently, we're getting a live action Voltron. Isn't Henry Cavill in it? Doctor Strange, Master of the Mystic Arts, number 5 and number 8, going for $2 a pop. $4 on this, courtesy of North Shore Comics. I have Madman Comics, number 11, going for $2. Now this one is awesome. As soon as I saw this, I'm like, this I am taking. Kool-Aid Man, The Adventures of the Kool-Aid Man, a 60-cent value. Now, just so you know, there's a tear over here on the cover. This is going to go for just $2 for the Kool-Aid Man. Some of these books are really loved. That's what happens when you get deep into Uncle Jack's collection. Dennis the Menace, number 9, is $2. The Science Fair Story of Electronics from Radio Shack is $2. G.I. Joe 27 is $2. Whiz Kids from Radio Shack is $2. War of the Worlds number 24 is $2. All right, Kool-Aid is off to Katrina. The first book that sold tonight. I had a feeling about the Kool-Aid. All right, G.I. Joe and Doctor Strange, though, are off to or no, not Kool-Aid. G.I. Joe and Doctor Strange are off to Dave. Awesome. All right, Katrina. David Moore. This next one's a layup. The Little Mermaid, number 4. Too bad my friend Kurt's not here. He would really love this book. He would be all over this like white on rice. You know what's really funny? The second I started dropping F-bombs on this show, more people started watching it. We now have 18 people in the room, and it's all because I started dropping F-bombs. Yeah, my buddy Kurt, he would be all over The Little Mermaid, but he's like too much of a wuss to like come on the show and claim it. So that's not going to happen. All right, I have Cyclops. Cyclops has his own mini-series by Greg Rucka. I'm wondering, does this keep going? I think it ends right here. Jeffrey Beck, what's up, dude? How you doing? How you feeling, man? It's great seeing you back in Tampa. I want to find out about this Cyclops series here real quick, guys. Cyclops, Greg Rucka. Oh, okay, so it's a 12-issue miniseries. We got the first 5 here. Ariel is your Disney princess. Ariel is Kurt's Disney princess too. Yeah, that was a good time. All right, so I have Cyclops by Greg Rucka here. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. This is going to go for $10. Oh, it was only $2. Katrina. $2 for Little Mermaid. World's Finest, number 25, is going to go for $2. Still doing doctor's appointments, but fighting. Dude, Jeffrey, my heart's with you, dude. Feel free to come and hang out here anytime you need, like, just a place to unwind and talk comics and just hang out, dude. You're always welcome here, buddy. Love having you here. Lorena, what's up? All right. Yes, you can buy it for Tori. Absolutely. Thank you, Katrina. What a sweet thing to do. Katrina is buying Little Mermaid for Tori so that Kurt can't claim it. Kurt's such a wuss. And Tori, I'll give this to you the next time we run into each other at a con. All right. Dude, I know you love comics. All right. Lorena has made some claims. She got Sergeant Rock and Joker and World's Finest. Now, Eddie, I know there's a joke in there between Sergeant Rock and this well-loved Joker, because we all know what Sergeant Rock rhymes with. And well-loved comics. I mean, it all just kind of comes together in one big package here. You did save Onrie's life. Lorena, how you doing tonight? It was good catching up with you this morning. Okay, you're taking the other World's Finest? Wonderful. There we go. Thank you very much. Did you know that Dak, my co-writer on Nissan Shin, actually wrote a few issues of this? But I think his were closer to issue 300. He actually wanted to have Batman drinking a beer, and DC was against it. They had to be Superman got milk and Batman got beer at a bar. It was funny. All right, Scooby Apocalypse number 19 is $2. Sergeant Rock number 325 is $2. Look, Lorena, it has a Nazi symbol on it. You see it right there? I just want to make sure you can see it. It's right there. Right fucking there. Okay, there it is. I just want to make sure you can see it, because you know it's important to be able to see these things so that you know what you're buying when you're buying your comics. Okay, Sergeant Rock number 325 is $2. All right, we're Sergeant Rocketer. Lorraine's got the largest collection of Nazi memorabilia comics, or comics in Nazi. I'm just going to stop. I'm just going to stop right there. You know what's funny? It's like anybody who is just like watching the show who like just tuned in, like saw a close up of a swastika while watching a show, you know, about selling comics. Yes, definitely killing Nazis for sure. Scooby Apocalypse number 19 is $2. I'm really enjoying Steve Rogers' Captain America right now. That has been a really interesting run, and seeing how even Hydra was trying to get rid of the Nazis because they had an even grander plan than them. The Nazis were just a means to an end. Very interesting stuff. All right, I have Earth-Shaking Stories, Spectacular Superstar issue number 18. This is a really cool book. This is going to go for $2. Yeah, I'm not really ahead. I'm not ahead at all. I'm behind, very behind. I have Superman 289. That's going to go for $2. I have What If the Fantastic Four had lost the trial of Galactus. That's going to go for $2. Well, you got to be able to laugh. You know, you got to. I'll tell you, the one person who made the best humor at the expense of Nazis was a Jew, and that was Mel Brooks. You guys ever see History of the World when he did his impression of Adolf Hitler? He was like a midget. That was really funny. Hitler was actually really short. Political figures need to be insulted on a regular basis. I don't care. But it's nice when it's actually funny. All right, it strikes or shaking. Sorry. Ugh. We're shaking stories. Got some Charlton comics here. Okay, Black Dragon set and Superman 289 off to David Moore. All right, we're rocking and rolling here, guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, so Jews have the best sense of humor. We really do. That's something I take a lot of pride in as a Jew. You have to make fun of stuff. You gotta laugh. You have to laugh. You get offended by everything, you're just being a bitch. You're being a little fucking bitch. And no one likes little fucking bitches. What's up, Ken? How you doing, dude? We got Ken Schwab in the house. The man, the myth, the legend. All right, I have another series here. In the same tone as Somerset Holmes, we have Black Mask by Brian Augustine and Jim Bakey. The artwork in here is fantastic as well. Just again, this is totally my style of storytelling and artwork. I love this stuff. Very noirish. This is going to go for just $9 right now. It's $3 a book. You get the whole set right there. 1, 2, and 3. I have The Many Ghosts of Dr. Graves, number 66 from Charlton Comics. I have Gunfighters, number 62. And Gunfighters, number 69, bro! Gunfighters 69. You know you want it. I kind of miss having Jay here to put the Macho Man, oh yeah, after I hit the DJ siren. Okay, Philip, give me about 13 minutes. And when we do our FOMO books, I will. You can claim them then. Can you give us 13 minutes? Yeah, Katrina and Tori. Mine is stupid long. I have piles upon piles upon piles. It's ridiculous, and that's a good thing. That is a wonderful thing. You never want your pile to go down. You don't want your pile to go down on you. Only Uncle Jack's pile goes down on him. Been spending too much time with it's working. You hear it? All right, Batman and Robin number 14. We got a Simone DeMeo variant cover here. This is the first of the all-in issues. This run recently finished with issue 24. 10-issue run. It was very, very good. A lot of people really like this, and so did I. Batman and Robin. Been reading this since issue 1. 24 issues in now. That's going to go for $2 for the all-in issue. Yeah, it should be never ending. I have Amazing Spider-Man 99. Another loved copy. Very, very loved. Panic in the Prison, going for $2. Moon Knight number 4 is going for $2. Marvel 2-in-1, The Thing and the Scarecrow. This is going to go 18 is going to go for $2. Yeah, the all-in has been great. I really loved DC's initiative last year with the all-in. Honestly, DC Comics right now has been firing on all cylinders. Ever since they launched the Absolute line, everything's been great, but their flagship titles are all stellar reads. I'm loving Batman. I can't wait for Matt Fraction and Jorge Jimenez to take back Batman. We got 2 more chapters before Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb's Hush 2 is wrapped up. That's been kind of, but that's just a small part of the overall thing. I mean, DC has made me a reader, a regular on Detective Comics with their all-in initiative. They've kept me on with Batman. They've kept me on with Batman and Robin. I'm now reading Superman. I've heard really great things about Green Lantern. There's just so many great titles coming out from them right now. Wonder Woman has been great too. Lots of great books that they're doing now. You guys check that out too. Kazar number 6 is going to go for $2. Vampirella Dead Flowers number 2. Number 3. Hey, look, the lettering's covering up her butthole. $2 on that. Doctor Strange number 5 is going to go for $2. Hey, look, David Moore. We got Iron Fist here. Iron Fist going for $2. Yeah, absolute Martian Manhunter. It's a trippy book. but I kind of feel like it's trippy for the sake of being trippy. Not that I hate it. I have a free issue. I've been reading it. But that Absolute Green Lantern, and even in some ways Absolute Flash, have just kind of been like, do we really need this? Like, is this really going anywhere? Because I don't feel like the heroes are the focal points of these stories. It feels like it's all about what's happening around them. Like with Flash, especially this issue, he's not even in it. It's really about the rogues and their origin story, and like they're not even the rogues. They're kind of like different because it's a different universe. So everything's still being crafted. And I know better than to judge prematurely, because you got to give these stories time to evolve. But like Absolute Green Lantern, I mean, like there is nothing. I don't feel like there's any heroes in it. It's a horror story. It's not. I mean, it's extraterrestrial stuff. There's no heroic moments in it thus far, but that could change. Hopefully, it has to change. I hope. Like Superman has been a bit more on the heroic front. Absolute Superman has been fantastic. I like that a lot. Absolute Wonder Woman's been good. Absolute Batman's my favorite title DC's putting out right now. That's been really consistent and great. And issue 11 that dropped this week was good stuff. Yeah, I did see Thunderbolts. What I like Thunderbolts. I thought it was a lot of people are like, oh, this is the best movie since Endgame. No, it's not the best movie since Endgame, but it moves the story forward. Would I ever sit back down and watch it again? Sure, but I'm not in a rush to see it. I'd rather watch Superman and Fantastic Four again. I'm ready for new stuff. I'm ready for Doom. I'm ready for Secret Wars. I'm ready for all that stuff. Thunderbolts was good. It had some good moments in it, but it's not like a movie I would watch multiple times. It's just, okay, I saw it. It was good. It's got its moments. It's kind of like Black Widow. I also thought Black Widow was good, but it's not like a movie I need to see like multiple times. Which one do I like from the DC Comics from the 50s era today? I don't know. It's an interesting question. I don't know if I can answer it. I have Amazing Spider-Man number 45. Legacy number 938. Got a cool John Romita Jr. cover here, going for $2. Batman Multiverses Collision Detected number 1. This says Miller. So is it Mark Miller? Frank Miller. What frickin' Miller is this? Brian Q. Miller. That's Frank Miller's distant cousin. It's going to go for $2. Fallen Sun, The Death of Captain America Wolverine is going to go for $2. And we got Eddie Brock Carnage number 6. This has been a really, really great series. I have every single issue of it. So Eddie Brock is now merged with the Carnage symbiote. Pretty wild stuff. And he is at constant war with the symbiote, because the symbiote wants him to kill a bunch of people, and Eddie only wants to punish the guilty. But everything starts off with a situation that occurs on a plane where Eddie believes, or a plane crashes that Eddie was on, and he's not sure if everyone on that plane died, because he was by himself, and the Carnage symbiote won't tell him what happened. But apparently the Carnage symbiote didn't kill all those people, and Eddie is constantly on the run, from the law and from everybody who is like trying to arrest him and capture him, and he's trying to figure out what's going on with all those dead people, or all those people who are supposedly dead. It's really good. Charles Soule is writing it. Jesus Saez is drawing it. Lorena, he's the same guy who is drawing all the Steve Rogers Captain America stuff. Same artist. Okay. Let's keep moving here. I have Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man #1. Okay, sorry. This is part of the other. So this is part 1 of the other. This is part 2 of the other. It's Marvel Knights Spider-Man 19. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man #2 is part 4 of it. Marvel Knights Spider-Man #20 is part 5. Friendly Neighborhood 3 is part 7. Marvel Knights #21 is part 8. Friendly Neighborhood #4 is part 10. Marvel Knights 22 is part 11. So if this other series has actually been pretty interesting. It was launched across the lines of the Spider-Man lines in like circa 2006-ish during J. Michael Straczynski's run. And this is when Spider-Man and joined the Avengers. And he basically gets killed by Morlun, but then is resurrected and evolved. And this is what leads into him having the Iron Spider armor, because at first he's like hunted down, but then he comes back and he's a lot stronger and he's more connected to his spidery powers. It's an interesting run. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8 issues of the other. And this is a 12-part series. So I got 8 parts of it here, and it's going to go for $15 right now. $15 for all of it. For Spider-Man the Other. Punisher #11 is going to go for $2. Superior Avengers #3 versus the Avengers, $2. All New Captain America #1 is going to go for $2. I remember reading the other. I had all the issues of it. It's been such a long time, and I remember I had a whole set of it, and I think I sold it to David Moore like a long time ago. It was years ago. King in Black #3. We got a variant cover here going for $2, and then I have #5 here, also going for $2. Get the pair for $4. X-Men Curse of the Mutants #2 is going to go for $2. Origins of Siege #1 is $2. Venom #29 is going to go for $2. Punisher 2099 #1 is going to go for $2. So tomorrow I'm going to start taking care of all the fulfillment for the Warline 3 campaign. So for those of you guys who back the campaign, I will be taking care of fulfillment starting tomorrow, so I can get all that stuff done. I'm looking forward to it. It'd be nice to finally make a dent in that. Take care of fulfillment. Make sure you guys got all your stuff. Move on to bigger, better things. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate it. I hope you liked issue 3. So I know you picked that up from me. All new cap. Yeah, all I got to do now is just print up the variant covers, and then I can really just finish it all. But I have to I think I'm going to go with my local printer, and I'm going to take care of it after I'm done with DragonCon, because DragonCon is coming up next week, and I just had to ship out everything for that. That's what I did yesterday. So the total package weight was 500 pounds. I'll show you guys what I'm bringing out there with me. All right. So we got 120 Yushin graphic novels right there. You guys see them, kind of, sort of. And then got 150 sets of Warline 1 through 3. We got some Yushin single issues here. And then I have Marks, a bunch of 60 copies of Marks. So it's 512 pounds of books here. And it's been a really good year for Easton Shin, but it's also been a challenging year. So I've had to decrease the amount of Yisun Shin books that I'm selling because we're selling through our single issues so rapidly that if I continue selling them at the same capacity, I'm going to be out of books within the next. I would have been out of books back in like March. So I've had to really scale back on the amount of Yisun Shin single issues that I sell at these cons, and that really sucks because I really want to. I really want that book is the easiest hook. If I can get people on issues 1 through 4 of Yisun Shin, it's easier for me to transition and get all the other stuff out there. So my hope is I'm going. So I just actually had a conversation with the folks who are flying me out to Korea next month. They told me about what I'll be doing over there. So they've extended my trip. And it was really funny because like originally when I got invited to Korea, I was kind of like, man, I really wish I was going to Seoul. I should be doing more business there. I should be trying to get all these things happening. And I kind of stopped after I had my meeting with them. And I'm like, you know what? These guys are inviting me and they're paying my way. And I've got so many conventions coming up. If there's business for me in Korea, then it'll find me. And I just kind of like took it back took it easier on myself and just waited for things to kind of come to me. And now things are coming. So they've asked me to extend my stay so that I can be there for the celebration of the 80th birthday of the Republic of Korea's Navy. And they have asked me to set up a presentation, either selling books or doing something. We're still kind of figuring out all the details there. But really what I'm hoping to do out there is form some kind of partnership with either the Korean Navy or somebody so that I can get funding for more Yisun Shin single issues and just in general books. Because as well as the books are selling, I don't have the money to reprint them because I have so many other ongoing expenses with booking conventions and everything. So even though the book is selling well, all the money that I'm earning from those sales are going into other things and are also going into paying myself too because I'm doing all this work, right? So I'm now looking for someone to partner up with in order to get more books printed so we can kind of keep things moving. So hopefully this trip will bear some fruit and we can at least get that something going. So, and what's really great now too is that I've switched my printing sources over to Korea now. So we're actually printing all our books in Korea. Warline 3 is the second book that we have printed from Korea. We actually, if you ever picked up the Fallen Adventure Craft novel, that was also printed in Korea. So, yep. That's awesome. Thanks, Jeffrey. I appreciate you saying that, man. That's awesome. No, that's awesome, David Moore. You're great. Thank you so much, buddy. I'll never forget how we met on Thanksgiving Day in 2020. All right, Dazzler number 27 is going to go for $2. Gods number 6. I've heard really good things about the series. It's going to go for $2. Thor number 25. Legacy number 751 is $2. The Nam number 10 is $2. Beautiful Stories for Ugly Children number 14 is $2. And what number is this? Number 23 is $2. And number 27 is $2. So we got those. And it is officially FOMO time now. But let me just plug in 2 gaps here, and then we will do the FOMO books. I have Secrets of the Legion of Superheroes, number 3. That's going to go for $2. And West Coast Avengers Annual number 2 is going to go for $2. Ha! You should. Well, apparently it's like an anthology series. I had somebody who was looking for it at one point. Which is why I got it. All right, it is officially FOMO time now. So let's get ready here. I'm going to showcase these books in just a second. What's FOMO? Watch this video to find out.
It's FOMO time!
Is that an acronym for me getting a chance to play the Flash again? Oh, that's what it means. The good Flash! And I can't buy comics either because I'm a big weenie.
Oh my God, like, shut up already.
Shut the fuck up, guys. Let's get down to business here, okay? All right, I have Howard the Duck. Shut the fuck up. All right, I have Howard the Duck number 8. That's gonna go for $5 today. Spawn number 34. We got the Violator on the cover. This is gonna go for $5. Fantastic Four number 251. That's gonna go for $5. I have Punisher War Journal number 8. First appearance of Damage, Jim Lee on the cover, $5. Captain America 350, $5. Hulk number 237 is $5. Iron Man 288 is $5. And Detective Comics 509 is $5. Now, Philip Ragusa initially came on here and claimed $2. He claimed the Captain America 350 and the Iron Man 288. So I'd like to give him first. Okay, yeah, he got those. All right, no problem. I got you. Philip, you're good. These books here. Philip waited patiently. He really wanted those books. Okay. All right. Anybody else want those FOMO books or yours? The Punisher War Journal is a really, really nice pickup. Grab that now while you can. First appearance of Damage. First hour here. So Jeff, what you could do is you just claim it here. I'll set it aside for you. What you'll do is just message me your email, and I'm going to send you an invoice via PayPal. Once you pay that invoice, I'll ship out the book. It's really simple. So if you see something you want, you just claim it in the comments section. I'll set it aside for you, and I got you covered. And I'll say, with shipping, I always ship media mail. So it's usually the cheapest way to ship, and it usually costs about $5 to $6, something like that, for like one comic. But if you stack up your order and you get a bunch of comics from me and you spend like $50, I'll take care of your shipping for you. And you could spend your time to build out a box with me. But in order to get free shipping, you have to spend $50 within one show. So it can't just be like, hey, I racked up a bill of $50 over the course of 3 shows. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. You have to spend $50 in one show in order to unlock free shipping. But if you want to build a box out, like you saw this today, and you want to come hang out like next week or whatever and pick up another book or two, you can do that. You don't have to pay your bill right away. But just as long as there's communication between the two of us, that's all I ask for, and I know you're good for it. So yeah, whenever you're ready, you could do that. So it's just really simple. So we're going to claim the Howard the Duck then. Excellent. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. And if I know you, like if you're a regular of mine, like Jeff is, or like, whatever, and you guys know that I'm going to be at a con that you're planning to attend or whatever, I can bring your books to the con too. So that can save you on shipping. You can pay me in cash too. That saves you on tax and all that. I'm happy to work it out. Whatever's going to save you guys money, I'm all for it. So, the shipping and, the credit card fees and all that and tax and stuff that I have to add, that's something I have to do because of PayPal. But if we come to a convention together and, you're going to see me, you can pay me in cash and I'll save you some money. Okay, you wanted me to add Spider-Man. Which Spider-Man are we talking about? Did you want the other Spider-Man or the Amazing Spider-Man that was up there? Or the Amazing Spider-Man that's down there? Not sure which one. Or Amazing Spider-Man 99, the love copy. Just let me know which one you're talking about. I have Green Arrow number 7. That's gonna go for $2. The 8. Oh, okay, the $8. The other. Okay, cool. Gotcha. All right, that brings you to a total of 20 now because you got this at 15 and then the Howard at 5. That's 20. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate you, buddy. I have Hulk number 25. That's gonna go for $2. Yeah. Ghost Rider number 3 from the Marvel Knights run, $2. King Spawn, I got 2 copies of issue 44 here. How did that happen? Issue 44, I got 2 copies of it. King Spawn. You guys all like my version of Spawn more than this bullshit, right? I know you guys like my version of Spawn. What's my version of Spawn like here? You guys can watch that video that I prepared.
All right, kiddies, let's get ready to sing our new anthem. A boat and there shall be, a boat and there shall be. Boy comics to cast your vote, a boat and there shall be. Spend $10 dues, spend $10 dues, spend $10 dues, and a boat and there shall be.
Yeah, this version of Spawn is a bunch of bullshit. My version of Spawn is better because this motherfucker does not use his boot. Look how huge that fucking thing is. My Spawn boots people, all right? He uses that thing and he boots people. I stand by that. There has not been one time I have disappointed anyone without showing Spawn boot someone. You know, there's never a build-up without him booting someone. I like Batman versus Deadpool. I'm excited for it. I don't know. He's not wearing a bunny suit. He's just not. He's wearing his boot, but he's not using it. I promise you, there's nothing he will do with that boot. I changed all of reality by actually having Spawn use his boot. And I gave the Violator a much better purpose in life. He's now Spawn's landlord. And he reminds him that he's always late on his rent. Okay, I'm going to take the last 5 FOMO books and put them off to the side here. We got Incredible Hulk 237 going for $5. Detective Comics 509 is $5. Spawn 34 is $5. Fantastic Four 251 is $5. Punisher War Journal number 8 is $5. Marvel Triple Action number 34. We got Captain America, Hawkeye, Goliath, and the Wasp. This is going to go for $2. Scarlet Witch number 2 is $2. I don't know how this happened, but I have another copy of Moon Knight number 4. That's going to go for $2. Flash number 5 is $2. Fantastic Four Antithesis number 4 by Neil Adams and Mark Waid is $2. Korg 70,000 BC number 6 is $2. All right, that is everything on the board. So I'm going to take all this stuff down in just a moment. We're going to build another double rack. But if anybody wants to make any claims off of this rack before I take anything down, let me know. I'll give you guys 1 minute. One thing I like about the Batman Deadpool is that they got Kevin Smith coming on to write Green Arrow and Daredevil, which is also going to be a part of it. So it's like basically, I think like a triple feature where a bunch of Marvel and DC characters meet. So it kicks off with Batman and Deadpool. Then they're doing Green Arrow and Daredevil, and then they're doing like somebody else and somebody else. So and I think it's like the first of multiple series or like a yearly thing. I'm not sure, but I love that Marvel and DC are colliding again. I love that we're going to see Jorge Jimenez drawing both Batman and Deadpool. That's cool. I'm on board for it. I'm definitely buying that. Anytime there's a Marvel and DC collab, it's something that's definitely going to be worth owning. Like, you know, if you look back to Batman versus Hulk, which had some incredible art by Jose Luis Garcia Lopez, and Superman, Spider-Man, which was drawn by Ross Andrew. You know, there's just such great stuff there, and these books are milestones. Like, they're worth money now. You know, if you get the Batman Hulk is worth like, I think like $70 or something like that, like $70 to $100. And you know, like the same deal with the ones that were done in the '90s. You know, when they did Spider-Man and Batman and Spider-Man, like those books were actually like they went up in value. And J.M. DeMatteis, who was my editor on Marks, he wrote both those crossovers. Okay, so they're doing Deadpool, Batman, and Batman, Deadpool. That's cool. I never read the $6 Million Man Run. You like Superman Blue books? Let me see what I got here. I have a Superman box from my Superman show that I can look at real quick, and I'll show you. Lewis, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you, my brother. Let me see what I got here from the Superman Blue. If I can find any of those books. Phil Bergusa is my resident Superman. Him and Lorena are my resident Superman fans. You guys are the biggest Superman fans I got. And I love Superman too. Supes is the man. Let's see what we got here. Trying to see if I have any blue Superman here for you, Phil. In just a second. I know that there's some floating around. If it's not in this box, it's definitely somewhere else. You know, for friend stuff. All this stuff's death of Superman. There we go. I think I got something here. I'm gonna adjust a second here. Okay. I found two, Philip. I got Superman Man of Steel number 75 and Superman Red Man of Steel number 77, going for $4 if you want them. Yeah, Kevin Smith's a great writer. I really like his Daredevil run too. All right, I'm going to take all this stuff down, guys, so we can build out a new rack. You guys did pretty good with this new stuff. If you guys have any questions, also if people want to come in after hours and make claims, feel free to do so. Again, we sold a lot of stuff after hours this week, so I'm here to do it. I'll send invoices and I'll take care of you guys. As long as I still have it, I'll set it aside for you. That's never a problem. All right. Okay, you want those two Superman books as well? Nobody wanted King Spawn, though. How sad. Do I have any Goon books? I did have some Goon books. I had that Goon 136. It's floating around somewhere, unless someone picked it up in a lot I sold. Lewis, let me look after hours and see if I can find it for you. If I find it, I'll show it to you, and you let me know if you want it. Philip. Juggernaut number 1 is going to go for $2. Spider-Man's Tangled Web number 17, number 18, number 20 are going to go for $6. So $6 on these. Alf number 9 is $2. Batman Dark Victory number 0 is $2. Ghost Rider 27 and number 30, that's $4. Green Lantern Corps number 0 is $2. Adventures of the Thing, it's a 4-part miniseries, and we have part 2 and part 4 here. That's going to go for $4. Now, I had some books that I showed off on the experience on Tuesday. You want Juggernaut number 1? Gotcha, buddy. Okay. I have the Max number 11. That's going to go for $2. The Tomb of Dracula number 8 is $2. That's also a pretty low copy of the book, but still, it's Tomb of Dracula for $2. It's pretty cool. I don't have the crossover books. I do have somewhere the Marvel versus DC book, Philip. If I find it, I'll let you know. Mighty Thor number 348, 349, number 350. This is all from Walt Simonson's legendary run. 351, 352. I got you, Jeff. 353, 354, 355. All a bunch of Walt Simonson Thor books. We got 2, 4, 6, 8. I'll do them all for 15. So we got 8 at 15. Tomb of Dracula is off to Jeff. So awesome. Okay, I got Supergirl number 1 going for $2. This is from the official movie adaptation. And it's Garcia Lopez did this too. He did the cover, $2. Metal Men number 54 is $2. Batman Legends of the Dark Knight Annual number 1 is $2. I have King in Black number 5, that's $2. Philip Grusin's Calling Supergirl. Gotcha. Web of Spider-Man number 110 is $2. I have Amazing Spider-Man number 350. This is Eric Larson's last issue of Spider-Man. 353, 371, 386, 387, 390, 393, 394, which is a foil, and 402. Oh, really? You were looking for that Supergirl for a long time? Well, I'm glad we were able to catch it for you. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So I will do this entire Spider-Man set. I'll do it for $15. I was doing it at 18. I was keeping it at 2 a pop. I'll do it all for 15. We'll just make it easy. If anybody wants all these Spidey books, go for it. You won't be disappointed. Men of Wrath number 1 is $2. Typhoid Fever X-Men number 1 is $2. Creature Commandos number 6 of 6 is $2. Incredible Hulk 206 is $2. and $2.11, $4 on these Hulk books. Iron Man number 227. This is part of Armor Wars, which was the first Armor Wars was really great. So was the second one. I really liked Armor Wars too. That's going to go for $2 for 227. Daredevil number 4. This is from the current run. Got lots of John Romita Jr. covers. And number 8, which is the 60th anniversary issue. Large book. Going for $2, and then we have a variant of number 8 as well. Going for $2. I did get a chance to meet George Perez, and Max got a chance to meet George Perez. Those Daredevils are going for $6. You want to see something cool, Philip? I'll show you. I met George Perez in 2019. 2018 or 2019. Let me see. It was 2019. Yep. Here's Max when he was a little kid. You guys saw Max earlier. George Perez and me. That was really awesome. George was fantastic. He really, really loved his fans so much. And what was really great about this picture was George never charged for signatures. He did this purely for the fans. And when we came over there was a huge ass line. I mean, it took us about 15 minutes to go meet George. And this was before the floor opened up. And there was already a line to meet him and Marv Wolfman. They got there early so that they could sign books for people. That's how much they cared about their fans. So I finally met George, and Dak, my editor on Eastern Shin, he actually put George on his first colored book for Marvel, which was Creatures on the Loose. And they did this Man-Wolf run where he became the Star God. Well, anyway, I came over there to have him sign all of Dak's books, which actually I have those books too. I have that entire run here. So George signed every single one of these books. You can see it right there, right over the Man-Wolf. He signed every single book, didn't charge me a dime. Dak signed the inside of every single book, so these are double signed by both Dak and George Perez. This is just, I don't even know what I'm going to do with these. I'm just holding on to them for something. But it's really cool to have this whole thing here. And I've read all of this too, and I really loved it. But George was great. He just signed these, and Max didn't really understand or know anything about this stuff. He was just kind of, Max has never really been into comics. He just kind of comes and tags along with me, which I really appreciate. But George asked, you want to take a picture? And I was like, yeah, sure. Max, you want to take a picture of George? Just stand in front of the booth. He was like, no. George got out from behind his table, walked around, and took this picture with us. I mean, this really mattered so much to him to go and do this. And he signed every single book, at no charge. He was just really fantastic. We were so lucky to have George Perez. He was amazing and one hell of an artist. I mean, just really one of the best. Really loved George. I wasn't very close with him personally, but I knew people who were, and everybody who knew him personally only had really wonderful things to say about him. He was a class act. Through and through. And you know how you can tell someone's a class act? It's how they treat the strangers, not how they treat their friends, because they're always going to treat their friends differently than strangers. But the way he treated Max and I, that was class. That was awesome. That's why I got into comics. You see people like that, and you're like, yeah, I want to be like that guy one day. That's awesome. It's giving people that experience, that special moment where they get to connect with the creators. That's really cool. Two-Face number 4 is going to go for $2. Oh, you had him sign War of the Gods for you? That's pretty badass, Jeff. Yeah, Marv is cool too. G.I. Joe number 1 is going to go for $2. I have Batman 433 going for $2 as well. Yeah, that was War of the Gods. That was the Wonder Woman run, right? His Wonder Woman stuff. I mean, he just had such an incredible body of work. And talk about Marvel DC crossovers, JLA Avengers. That was all him. Phil Berguse, here's something I think you would appreciate. Assuming I could find it. What did I do? Oh, there it is. Right here. There we go. So Phil Berguse, that's something I think you would appreciate. This image here is the first actual image that was drawn of the JLA versus the Avengers by George Perez. And it was published in 1983. So that was exactly 17 years before the book got announced and was released. Not even 17, I want to say 20, 21 years. And Dak actually got George to draw this image, and he published it for the first time. But this is the first time we ever saw the two characters, facing off like that. Do I have any George Perez Superman? Well, he did New 52 Superman. I don't have any of those books on me right now, but I sometimes come across those when I'm out in the wild. Yeah, JLA Avengers. That's a big one. George had the ability to draw every single character in every freaking universe in one little thumbnail. It's really amazing how much work he could do. Yeah. I've never read Crisis of Infinite Earths before. I have the whole thing. That was one of the first runs I completely picked up, but I have to go and read it. All right, I have Tarzan number 257 going for $2. The Vigilante number 3 is $2. Heroes for Hope X-Men number 1 is $2. New Mutants number 97. Number 98 is the first appearance of Deadpool. Justice League Dark number 6 is $2. We got a variant here. Strange Tales featuring Cloak and Dagger and Doctor Strange. We got number 1 and number 2. It's going to go for $4. All right, this next series here, nobody cares about at all, so it's okay. I know that we all hate this character, but let's just give him some grace today, okay? I have the Flash number 27 and 29. Everybody hates the Flash, so I don't expect this to sell, but we have these 2 issues going for $4. No one ever buys Flash books on here. Ever. Never happens. District X number 8 is going to go for $2. Batman 456 is going for $2. The Law of Dread number 5 is $2. And number 11 is $2. Jeffrey Beck claims the Flash. Every time I say this about the Flash, if only I could do this with every other title. Every time I show flash books and say no one will buy them, now people are buying them. You guys are all just trying to make me look bad on my own show. That's what it is. That's awesome, Jeff. Enjoy. I'm a big Flash fan myself. They need to as soon as they recast Ezra Miller and get someone in there for real, it'll be a different story. Oh my God, I'm sorry I'm yawning, guys. It's been a long day. It's late here. All right, Ravage 2099 number 1. I gotta figure out a way not to yawn on these shows. This could go for $2. I like Wally too. Wally's a great Flash. Ghost Rider number 67 is $2. RoboCop number 14 is $2 from the Marvel run. Batman 130, we got a variant cover here by Stepan Sejic. That's going to go for $2. Uncanny X-Men 180 and 181, $4 on these two. Superior 4 number 2 is $2. Batman 2021 Annual is $2. Blood Hunt number 4 of 5. You're going to want this series because this is where Doom becomes the Sorcerer Supreme finally. It's going to go for $2. Three high school football scrimmages, really? This late at night? Wolverine number 41 is $2. The United States of Captain America number 4 is $2. Ben Reilly the Scarlet Spider number 15 is $2. Oh, I see. That's cool. All right, I have Avengers Rogue Planet Part 1. This is 24 point now. And I have 34.2, number 39, number 40. If you want these Avengers books, it is going to go for $8 today. $8 on these. Did those for a while. I got a Daredevil set here. Daredevil 264, 267, 272, 273, 275. Is he actually fighting Ultron here? 277, 278, 279, number 280, number 281, and I'm going to do all of this for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'll do all 10 for 15. So there's 10 issues of Daredevil here. We'll do them all at 15. That's $1.50 per book, bringing the price from $2 down to $1.50 if you get the whole set. Hellblazer number 57 is $2. Punisher the Platoon number 4 and number 5 by Garth Ennis and Goran Parlov. Goran is awesome. Such a phenomenal artist. Mortal Hulk number 42, the nullified variant. That's $2. X-Men Annual number 1. This is Shattershot Part 1. And then we got the Uncanny Annual number 16. That's $2. Get Shattershot Part 1 and 2 for $4. Rogue number 3 is $2. Marvel Comics Presents number 58 is 2. Planet of the Symbiotes number 2 is 2. And then I got Spider-Woman Omega number 1 going for $2. Okay, I'm going to go over a stack right now of books. Give me this stack. You're not going to see this stuff up on the rack because we got a full rack up here. But I will show these books off. So if you want to claim them, just claim them here and pay attention to what I got going here. Otherwise, you might miss it. What's up, Ken? How you doing? Giving Jay Garrick some mad props here. Suicide Squad number 20. This is going to go for $2. You got King the Conqueror. This is such a great series. Number 3, number 4, and number 5. It's a 5-issue limited series. I loved every part of it. If you want to grab all of King the Conqueror, number 3 through 5, it's just $6 for it right now. Secret Invasion number 3 of the 8 is going to go for $2. Carnage number 3 is $2. Sam and Twitch number 23 is $2. Nemesis Reloaded number 2 is $2. Eternals The Heretic number 1 is $2. The next Batman number 2 and number 4 are going to go for just $4. 2 and 4 are $4. Detective Comics 633 is $2. Spidey 2099 number 5 is $2. Silver Surfer 28, $2. We got the annual number 2 and the number 4 annual. I have 2 copies of it. If you want it all, it's 8. If you just want everything minus the duplicate, it's 6. Peacemaker Tries number 2. Peacemaker season 2 just dropped today. $2 on that. Tales of Asgard number 1 is 2. Superboy number 50 is 2. Zombie with an X, we got number 2 and number 3 here. If you grab them both, it is $4. New X-Men 139 is $2. Judge Dredd number 2 is $2. Walking Dead Deluxe number 8 is $2. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 111 is $2. The Monkey Prince number 1 is $2. Morrigan number 1 of 3 is $2. All right, the Detective Comics is off to Jeff. Let's see, where's the Detective Comics? There we go. Here you go, Jeff. Put that aside for you. Miss Marvel and the Infinity Watch. This is Miss Marvel Annual number 1. That's going to go for $2. Multiversity number 1, $2. We got a sketch variant of number 1, 2. Both are going for $2. Night Thrasher number 1 is $2. Nyx number 1 is $2. Poison Ivy Cycle of Life and Death is $2. Added also both. Oh, the other Batman. Okay. Batman was it? The next Batman, was that it? Yeah, it's the only other Batman. You wanted these, right? These two? I think that's the only Batman I had there. Yep. Yeah, let me know, Jeff. If that's what I'm putting aside. Just confirm that for me, and I'll put them aside. Is it the next Batman, number 2 and 4? Yeah. Okay. All right. Post Americana number 1 is $2. Power Rangers Unlimited number 1 is $2. Profit number 1 is $2. Punisher number 2 is $2. And number 8 is $2. This is where Punisher becomes, the hand assassin, the warlord of the hand. Speaker 3000. This is Marvel Premiere 41, going for $2. Thanos number 12 is $2. Justice League 67 is $2. What if the Submariner had destroyed Atlantis? It saved Atlantis from its destiny. Or 41, $2. A What If X-Men Wedding Album, $2. What If number 38 featuring Daredevil and Captain America, $2 on this. G.I. Joe number 5 is $2. Hercules Unbound number 5 is $2. And then I have I Vampire number 318 and number 319. That's going to go for $4 for those. You guys will certainly see those books again. Now, Philip Ragusa was asking for some Thor books here. I should have some of them. I'm going to hunt them down real quick. See what I got here. So 6. Give me just a second, guys. That sucks. I thought I had some of those Thor books. Yeah, good night, dude. Okay, we got 10 minutes left on the clock here. Don't have those other Thor books you're looking for, Philip. But if I come across them, I'll definitely set them aside for you. All right. So we got 10 minutes left on the clock. I'm going to go over the bottom row stuff right now. That's usually what we do around that time. I have He-Man and the Masters of the Multiverse, number 1 of 6, going for $3. Daredevil, number 15, is going to go for $3. Eddie, have a good night, buddy. Thanos Rising, number 1, $3 on this. Harley Quinn, number 1, Francis Manapul variant, $3. Uncanny X-Men 283, second Bishop is $5. Watchmen, number 3 of 12 is $5. Strange, number 1, we got that Art Germ variant going for $5. Amazing Spider-Man 574 is $5. Phoenix Resurrection, number 1 is $3. Books of Doom, number 5 of 6 is $10, or best offer. New Mutants, number 1 is $10, or best offer. Batman Who Laughs, number 1 is going to go for $20, down from $30. America, number 1, the Coast to Coast Comic-Con variant is going to go for $5. And G.I. Joe, number 30, is going to go for $5. We have some FOMO books left. I'm going to show them off again for you guys. I have Incredible Hulk 237 going for $5. Detective Comics 509 is going to go for $5. Spawn 34 is $5. Fantastic Four 251 is $5. Punisher War Journal number 8, First Damage is $5. And once again, we have Somerset Homes, number 1 through 6, going for just $10. I have Black Mask, number 1, 2, and 3, going for $9. And then I have Spectacular Spider-Man, number 1 through 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. This is all going to go for $40, but I'll take a best offer on this. That's from my personal collection. Now we got about 6 minutes left on the clock here. Dude, have a great weekend at Tucson, man. Good luck. Harley 1. Okay, got you on the Harley. Jeff, you're awesome, bud. Glad we could get you some comics here. You gotta build a nice stack here, dude. 1, 2, 4, 8, 30, 37. You're at $37. So very, very close to unlocking free shipping. About $13 away. If anybody is interested in any of these other books that I just showed from the bottom row, let me know. Or any of the FOMO books that are still up on the rack. Or any of the runs that I showed off. Or anything that's up on the $2 rack. Any questions you guys have on any of those books, just let me know. If you guys have anything you want me to be on the hunt for, let me know too. If you're watching the show after hours, you can still make claims. So just because the show is over or because it's already done, doesn't mean these books have sold, doesn't mean you can't still get them. You can reach out to me at any point, and I will pull aside anything you want. If you have second thoughts, you're watching the show right now, and you're like, man, I really want that Max number 11 that's up in that left corner, but I can't think about it right now, and you realize later, shit, I should have gotten that. Message me, and I will still have it. I will put it aside for you. I know what it's like to be a collector. I am a collector just like you guys. I don't just collect to resell comics. I collect because I am reading them. I spend time every day reading comics because I love this stuff. I love having all this artwork displayed in my basement. This is awesome. This is what I live for. So, I will. I understand what you're going through, and I want you guys to have the books that are going to help plug in that part of your collection. I don't want to keep this stuff away from you. My job as a dealer is to make it easier for you. Yes, sir. All right, we got 3 minutes left. In about a minute here, I'm going to spin the wheel for everyone that gets a spin on the wheel. Let's see, Lorena. 6, 8, 10, 12, 18. More. 14. 24. So it looks like the only person who gets a spin is Jeff today. Jeff is the only one who gets a spin today. Everybody else came pretty close, but we're going to make it worthwhile. About a minute here, we're going to do that. And guys, I want to thank you all for showing up today. I really, really appreciate it. We've had a great show this evening. Thank you all. All right, so let's do this real quick. Wheel of Skid Bark time.
It's time to spin the wheel of Skid Bark.
All right, Jeff, I'm spinning for you. Jeff gets 5% off his order. Look at that. 5% off his first order with me. That is awesome. Fantastic. Great job, guys. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. I really appreciate it. So I'm off for the rest of the week. Usually I do 3 shows a week, but right now I want to set aside time to take care of fulfillment for Warline. So we're just doing 2 shows a week. This is it. I'm wrapping it up. You can find me next week on Tuesday night on The Experience at 7 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Mountain, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. And again on Wednesday, we'll probably do an evening show on Wednesday around the same time, maybe a little bit earlier. We'll see how it all works out, but we're going to do 2 shows next week, and then we're wrapping it up. So I will see you guys next week. Until then, have a great weekend. Enjoy yourself. Stay out of trouble. Read lots of comics. Keep in mind what you're looking for. Let me know what you're looking for, and I'll see if I can find it out in the wild. As you guys know, I do a lot of these conventions every year. While I'm out there, I'm always hunting and buying stuff for myself, so I have no problems hunting for you guys too. But you guys pay me the big bucks to do. So thank you very much for showing up. Thanks for hanging out. Be healthy, be happy, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys next week. Have a great night. Take care. Message me after hours if you're looking for something.